my name is Tandy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the brand new 2020 iPad Air. So without any further ado, let's go on with today's video. I have the new iPad in this box right here. I just got it in about 30 minutes ago and I cannot wait to open it. So here I have the box and I've gone ahead and removed the tape that was here just so I can have an easier unboxing process. So yeah. Oops. Here is the iPad Air. So I can tell it's kind of like wrapped up with some just like shrink wrap plastic on this little cardboard panel. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this plastic here just so we can get this pretty box out. So here we have the box. Basically, it has this pink wallpaper on it just to match the rose gold color that this iPad is. We can also tell here that the Apple logo is rose gold, which I found to be a really cute added touch. And then when we turn the box over on its side, we see that it says iPad Air and Apple's classic pull tab for unwrapping the protective plastic coating on the box. So now I have undone the plastic wrapping and I'm going to go ahead and take off the lid. I am so excited, y'all. I've been waiting for this iPad for so long. This video is actually not sponsored. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a pretty small YouTuber, but no, this video is not sponsored. I was so blessed to receive this iPad for my birthday, so I just want to give a shout out to my parents. Thank you so much. Okay, back to the unboxing. So here is the iPad. It has this nice film coating on top of it with this plastic pull tab on top. So I'm just going to lift the iPad gently out of the box and put it over to the side for now while we focus on what's in the box. So here we have just like the classic, oop, the box is upside down. The classic designed by Apple in California little information packet that comes with most Apple devices, and as well as our new charging brick and this USB-C to USB-C power cable. One thing that Apple has done to make this iPad different from their past iPad Airs is that it has we see our USB-C charging, which I find to be amazing because I actually have a monitor, as you guys can see back there, that connects via USB-C. So now I can connect my iPad to USB with this USB-C cable. Okay, so back into the actual iPad. I'm going to put my charging stuff off to the side and we're gonna get into the main attraction, the iPad. So I'm going to use this pull tab. Ooh, at the back, y'all. Can y'all see that color? Look at it. It's beautiful rose gold. I love this color. My previous iPad, I'm upgrading from an iPad mini 4 and it was in the gold color. So I'm super excited to see rose gold in an iPad because I don't know that I've seen that before. And obviously the iPad Air, one of the things that made it quite different was the different color ranges, including the, I believe, rose gold, the like green color, and the light sky blue, as well as our normal silver and space gray. And the accessories that this iPad is compatible with are our Magic Keyboard and Smart Folio. I don't know the exact names, as well as this Apple Pencil 2nd generation, which we'll get into a little bit later. All right, let's go ahead and unbox or unwrap this iPad. I'm going to flip it over so I don't get like marks on my new screen. This is not graceful at all. Anyways, here is the iPad Air. Isn't this so pretty? As we can see, the new design has gotten rid of the previous iPad Air's bezels and made them way thinner. And it has a very similar form factor to the 2018 iPad Pro, which I find to be very, very interesting because now the question comes up, is this just a cheaper iPad Pro? Well, let's find out. I'm going to be powering it on using this side power button, which we'll get into what's special about this later. And here we have the normal, Apple starting up little page that we get to before we can actually get into the good stuff. Ooh, it's switched on. And of course, it doesn't have a home button, just so that we have more screens so we can operate it by sliding up. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this iPad manually just because I want to start afresh, and I will catch up to you guys once this iPad is all set up. So right now I'm in the middle of the setup process, and I thought it would be cool if I popped in to show you guys one of these new features with the iPad Air. So this is the new Touch ID. Remember earlier when I said there's something special about our power button? Well, that is that it's now the new place for Touch ID. In previous iPads and iPad Airs, you will find the Touch ID on the home button, but since this doesn't have the home button, it has now moved to this power button, which I find to be really, really interesting. And in the age of masks, this is ever so necessary, seeing that Face ID can sometimes be hard to activate when you're wearing a mask. So I'm going to continue and set up Touch ID by placing my index finger on the new sensors on the power button, just so that it can recognize my fingerprint, of course. So right now it says add another fingerprint, which I will be doing since no matter what orientation the iPad is in, I would like to be able to unlock my iPad with either finger, because when it's on landscape, I'll have to unlock it with this finger, but when it's in portrait, it'll be more convenient for me to do it with this finger. So I'm going to go ahead and set up with my right index finger. So currently my iPad is setting up iOS 14.1. All of the new devices did come with iOS 14 already installed on them, but I'm just installing iOS 14.1. So in the meantime, I'm going to talk about something that has been very breakthrough with this iPad being its new chip, the A14 Bionic chip. Now, I'm not too technical. I do not know too much about these different chips, but what I do know is that it has faster GPU and CPU, which I think is pretty amazing. So while this iPad is loading the new update, I'm going to be unboxing the Apple Pencil. So Apple Pencil second generation is the Apple Pencil that is compatible with the newer iPad Pros and the new iPad Air. It has a really cool design, as we can see. It has these indents kind of lines that remind me of a regular writing pencil, which I think is really cool. So how this connects to the iPad, unlike the first generation iPad, it doesn't plug into the USB-C charging port. Instead, it actually charges on this magnetic top part of the iPad, which I think is really cool because you don't have to worry about accidentally snapping the Apple Pencil off of your charger. So I'm going to go ahead and open it here. It has that little pull tab that most Apple products come with. So yeah, let's get right into it. So here is the Apple Pencil box. So to open it, right here, we have a pull tab, and we're going to pull it out. Like the iPad, it comes with the standard designed by Apple in California little information packet, which I'll be reading later. And in the box is the main attraction, the second generation Apple Pencil. So here is the pencil, and here it says Apple Pencil. I got my pencil off of Amazon, so it does not have any engraving on it. I decided not to get any of my devices engraved in case I wanted to resell it in the future. So usually I do like to get my devices engraved, but this time I decided not to. So I'm going to take off this little plastic coating, and right off the bat, I can see that this pencil is definitely a much more comfortable design. Now, my previous iPad was not compatible with an Apple Pencil, but my dad has the like OG first like generation iPad Pro, which is compatible with the first generation Apple Pencil. And that pencil is really like shiny, a bit slippery, if you will. But this pencil definitely has this like matte finish to it that I really, really like. And here we have the pencil tip. And yeah, it just says Apple Pencil on the side. And then this indent, which is actually not found all around the pencil, which I don't really mind. I believe this is where we're going to be connecting this to the iPad in order for it to charge. But yeah, so in this packet here, I guess we have like terms and conditions, as well as a manual. Here, it's showing us how to connect the pencil to the iPad, which is pretty cool, and then how to replace the tip, how to change modes by double tapping. And obviously this will need to be paired with my new iPad, which I will go ahead and do once it's done, you know, with the whole setup process. So again, while my iPad is getting set up with the new update, I'll go into another product that I bought for this iPad, and that is this case. So I got this case off of Amazon like about a week before I even ordered the iPad, and it just came with this like, you know, what's this material? Oh my gosh, like foam insert just so it can keep its shape. It's not really needed, but it is really cute, really protective. I think it'll be like, my iPad will be pretty safe in here. So yeah, that's all I have to show y'all for now, and I'll catch y'all later when my iPad is all done updating. Okay, so it looks like my iPad is done updating. I'm going to go ahead and enter my password and catch up to you guys after I've done that. Everything is restoring from iCloud. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but hopefully it's quick because I'm super excited and eager to get into this new iPad. So I think this setup process is nearly done. Now I just have to choose between like light mode and dark mode. And comment down below what y'all's favorite mode is. Personally, I have to go with dark mode. It just is way easier on my eyes. Let's get started. So here we have the new iPad Air. So I know I said I wasn't gonna like restore all of my apps, but I decided to do that anyway. So here I've got like a billion apps. I will definitely be going ahead and like seeing what I actually need on my iPad and what I don't. But this is super cool. So now I'm gonna start by setting up the Apple Pencil. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to go about this. So, okay, there we go. Pretty easy. Okay, so welcome to Apple Pencil. Your Apple Pencil unlocks a whole new iPad OS experience, letting you annotate, draw, markup, and edit in the apps you use every day. Okay, so we're gonna try Scribble. So use Apple Pencil to handwrite in any text area to convert it into type. So I'm gonna say, hi everyone. My handwriting is kind of messy. There we go. It did it. Explore double tap. Double tap on your Apple Pencil to switch the tool switch between the tool you're using and the eraser. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Kind of dumb. I did not do it at all, but that's fine. Let's go into the Notes app and we're gonna try it out there. Anyway, ignore the background noise. That is my little sister. But yeah, let's get into Notes, and we're going to be experimenting with the double tap. So, okay, not now, we'll do this later. And we're going to make a new note. Again, all of my notes are kind of like restored. So we're going to write, and then we're gonna double tap, y'all, the eraser, just like that. Double tap, again, we're back to our regular tool. That is so cool, y'all, that is so cool. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is switch off my iPad, and I'm going to demonstrate the new Touch ID that I was talking about. So I switched off the iPad. I'm going to switch it on. My finger, boom shakalaka. Here we have the iPad unlocked. Comment down below anything you would like to see me doing with this new iPad after I've used this iPad for a couple of weeks or months. I'm not sure exactly. I'm definitely planning to go ahead and do some sort of like review and just say my thoughts on it after using it for a little bit. But from what I can tell from first impression, this iPad is going to be amazing. So the main reason why I decided to get this iPad is because I actually wanted to get into paperless notes. So in order to do that, I needed to get GoodNotes and Procreate, which I'll be doing like after I finish filming this video. And I also got this iPad because I had an iPad mini for the longest, and I thought it would be really cool to have like a bigger screen so I can use my streaming services, can I speak? Like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, y'all already know, so I'm going to be using that, as well as just play games. My current favorite game right now is actually loading up, and it is, ooh, what am I doing? Among Us. Y'all know, if y'all on the internet, that this game is currently going viral, and I didn't play it at first, like I don't like really get the hype, but after playing it, I can tell y'all I love this game. Should I do a gameplay? Maybe I'll do a gameplay. I'm not into gaming too much, but if it's something y'all want to see, then your wish is my command. So yeah, so let's get into camera. So as y'all can see, when we turn over the iPad, it has this single, y'all, let me not mess up, I think 12 MP camera. I will insert text in the video if I got that wrong. But I know not too many people really use their iPads for the purpose of like taking pictures or doing video. But for FaceTime calls, we have the FaceTime camera right here. I don't know if y'all can see this little dot right there. That's the FaceTime camera. So I don't know too many people that will be using their iPad for like photography and videography. And I know compared to the iPad Pro models that came out earlier this year, the camera is a bit small. But for me, I think that it will be fine. Mostly because I don't use, there's my little sister, y'all, say hi.
Oh, hello.
But yeah, I think it's fine. Mostly due to the fact that I don't really need my iPad specifically for the camera, but I do know that I can film in 4K, which I think is pretty cool. But I don't really need it for the purpose of the camera, so I feel like the size of the camera is not a deal breaker for me. I know in the, like I said, the earlier iPad Pro models that came out this year, their cameras are pretty neat, pretty hardcore. So, again, ignore the background noise. So I think it'll definitely, is not a deal breaker for me. So, the original question that I posed at the beginning of this video, this thing or the iPad Pro? So personally, my mom owns the 2018 iPad Pro, and I have gone to try it out a little bit and use it a little bit, but I think for what I need this iPad for, this is enough for me. Like, I know as far as like the reaction time and like, what's the exact word? I'll put it in the video, like the speed at which the iPad goes. Obviously the iPad Pro is a little bit faster, but for what, as someone who's not really gotten too much experience with an iPad Pro, it's not really bothering me. But I know if you did put like an iPad Pro side by side to this thing, this iPad Air, you might be like, oh, that's kind of slow. But it's really not too slow. Just if you compare it with another model, it'll definitely seem a little slower. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. But yeah, that's pretty much the as far as I'm going to go in with the comparison between the iPad Pro and the iPad Air, mostly because, of course, I'm not really a tech genius, so I'm not going to go ahead and keep talking, or else I might say something that's wrong. So here we have it, everyone, the new iPad Air. I'm going to definitely be doing a video in the future of me customizing it, as well as me talking about my favorite apps, and obviously in a couple months or a couple weeks, my first impressions and my review after working with it for a little bit. So yeah, there we go. The iPad Air is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I've been filming for like an hour, so I don't know how long this video is going to be by the time y'all see it. But I tried to make it as in-depth and thorough as possible just to help some of y'all out if you were deciding whether or not to purchase this new iPad. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see y'all next time. Bye!